Good morning, Anne. Our guest this morning is Anne P. Luu, and she is the owner and operator of Alvin Care Pharmacy here in Alvin. She and her husband, Tim, have 3 boys and 2 dogs that they're raising also. And she's a very active supporter of Gathering Place and
Yes.
Brain Fair and our brain conferences and different health fairs that we've held. She's also been a very active supporter of the Actions program at the Alvin Senior Center. Either Anne or one of her employees have come and called bingo and provided education on new products out and given samples of bubble packed pills, which were really M&Ms to everyone. And she's done so much for our community. So
Yes.
welcome this morning, Anne. Please turn your sound on. You are muted.
There.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here this morning. I'm really excited. How's everyone?
We're
Everyone doing okay this morning?
Yes.
So glad you can join us. Anne, can you tell us why you chose pharmacy as a career?
I chose pharmacy because we are accessible. If you have any questions, you don't have to make an appointment to talk to the pharmacist. There's no copay involved, no medical device. So I love that connection with all. So that's why I chose pharmacy.
Very good.
Can you hear me okay?
Your sound is
Mhm.
in and out a little bit, so I don't know what that is, but we can.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We do. Yeah, the internet is a little bit iffy here.
Yes, but we are understanding you, so that's great. Now, I understand you attended school for pharmacy in Houston.
Yes, I
Are you
did.
from the Houston area then?
Yes, yes. Always live in Houston. Well, I came here when I was 13, but since then I lived here.
Okay.
Yes.
You say that you came here at 13. Where did you come from?
I came from Vietnam.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. So I came with my dad back in, I think it's 84. Yes. When I was about 12, 13 years old then. We came over from Vietnam under the term of by boat. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely.
So it was a long process.
Yeah, traveling by boat. I have many friends who experience that and the hardships and the sheer starvation they endured traveling that way. And yet they've overcome and had wonderful, wonderful careers here in the United States. Was your family leaving because of religious persecution?
More of freedom.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's very different now, but I remember that back then, maybe I was about 9 or 10. We have to stand in line in order to buy supply, and I'm talking about the very basic thing like salt. In each family can only have 2 cups of rice, for example. So it's very restricted and you have to say the right thing. I remember, kids, I was a kid and I was just playing and say some random stuff. And my mom pulled me over and just like, you can't say that, so it's just because that there's a transition of changing the government. From being communist, from the North took over the South. So there was, a lot of changes back then, but they eased up a lot now.
Yes. Are you familiar with Ho Chi Minh?
Yes.
Yes, I have a dear friend who was telling me that it was required that the families have a portrait picture of Ho Chi Minh on the wall of their home.
Yes.
And it's a Christian family. So they had Jesus And when the soldiers would come through, they would flip it around to Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
also came by boat and have a wonderful story to tell. I wish we could spend more time on the history, but let's go on. I understand that your mother-in-law had some neurological concerns. Did that lead to your
Yes.
involvement with Gathering Place?
Yes, and actually both my mom and my mother-in-law had neurological disorder. My mom had brain cancer, and her process of experience neurological challenges were very dramatic. She went from being healthy to almost forget, well, she forgot a lot of stuff, almost, I would say, within weeks. Yeah, whereas my mother-in-law, her transition was like over 8 years. So hers was more, I guess, easier for us to adapt and care for her versus my mom, which is a shock for all of us. So yeah, so that's how, um, the mind is so important to me, that because if you lose it, you lose everything. Basically, you can have a very healthy body, but you just, yeah, it's hard. It's hard for the family and the caretaker. Yes.
Yes, that's why we put so much emphasis on neurological health in our classes and
Yes.
things. So was your mother-in-law involved with Gathering Place in this area?
No, no, she wasn't. Um, she she doesn't speak any English or anything, and we didn't even know about the Gathering Place back then. This back in 2000, and well, we lost her in 2004. So it was a long time ago. Yeah, in the 90s to the 2004. Yeah.
Now you've had a more recent experience with this pandemic that's been going on. And I understand your family played a very active role in our community when the pandemic first started. For those of you who don't know, one of Ann's sons prepared bags with disposable masks, and I believe it was hand sanitizers, and passed them out to the community.
Yeah.
This was at a time when we couldn't get masks. People were sewing masks as fast as they could. And if you could find them, they were outrageously priced, $2 or $3 or more for a disposable mask. And here's Ann's son. I think I passed through town and there was just this line of cars, not even on her street, but the main street before that. Can you tell us about your son and how he got involved in this distribution? We're so proud of him here in our community.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, so I always tell the kids about how important, PPE is, and how to, make sure that they always protected. And then I also talk to them about how scarce it was for the community to get these, and we're happy to be able to order some. So he got really excited. He said, well, why don't we just share this with with the seniors, because they're the one that are the most risk. And I said, that's an awesome idea. And it was his 16th birthday. It's around his 16th birthday, so we decided he and his brother and a few friends to do a drive. So we were asking for more donation from from our friends and families, and from our from the pharmacies. So we put the care packages together. It wasn't a huge amount, but we did what we could. And then we also were so lucky to able to order some alcohol. It was so hard to get a hold of of alcohol back then.
Yeah.
Yes, and and it was we got actually I still have some now, like this this gallon, and it was so precious. So so I mixed it myself. Those hand spray was actually made here at the pharmacy. So we made it, we label it, and then we give it to our doctor's offices too. So it was a fun event. Yeah, it was great that we're able to do that.
That's amazing.
Very good. I wondered if your son came up with this on his own or if it was a scout project or something, but it sounds like this just came from his heart, which is a wonderful thing for a high school boy to be doing that. Very, very good. Now, you own the Alvin Care Pharmacy, correct? You're the owner and operator?
Yes, yes.
I know it's been difficult to keep a small business going during the pandemic. I understand that you offer a lot of services to your I guess you call them customers, or do you call them clients, or do you just call them friends?
We call clients, friends,
Clients and
family.
Yes.
Yes.
And I understand that you also take care of other friends that aren't human. Is your pharmacy a compounding pharmacy?
Yes, yes. As a matter of fact, behind me is my lab. Yeah, we make stuff here, products that are not commercially available. So yes, we do it here too.
And you do it for humans and for pets?
And yes, yes.
Very good. I know right before the pandemic, a friend of mine needed compounded medicine, and it was extremely expensive to have it delivered from Houston. We had no idea that you can do that right there on House Street. So that was wonderful news to find out. So if anyone needs compounding, you don't have to pay the $50 delivery fee that the compounding office in Houston was charging for a certain eye medicine for a cancer in the eye. So I understand.
Well, for the eye products, for the eye products though, we don't do it here. We don't do sterile compound.
Oh, I see.
So we do, yes. So yeah, just want to bring that out, that we do topical and stuff, but not, or injections.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
Now, you have free delivery in Alvin now?
Yes.
I understand.
Yes, we do.
Things FedEx, or do you actually drive over and deliver personally, or how is that done?
We have our employees, and we also have a service that we sign up to do delivery in Alvin and the surrounding area. So both have.
Okay. I know with some of the other pharmacies, they've tried offering that, but it's FedEx and it's never the same day, and it's often several days, and there's often a large charge involved with that. So I was happy to see that you do have the free delivery in Alvin, and then free shipping anywhere else then? Very good.
In the state, in Texas.
Of course. I don't think you can ship any medicines out of the United States right now with the restrictions in place.
No.
That's a different situation.
Just in Texas though. Just in Texas.
I see. Now, some of our students do not have insurance that covers prescriptions. Do you offer a discount on prescriptions for the uninsured?
Yes, we do have our discount card here. Yes, so we do.
And how do you manage to do all of that and stay afloat as a small business with all of the extra and free services you're offering, like the pill packing and the community events and deliveries and shipping? How do you manage all of that?
Well, so I guess we're able to because we have a good team, and we also have, we try to, I mean, if we're talking about cost wise, we try to shop for the, for contracts and stuff that give us some room to offer that to our patients. But the service that we offer, the service that we came up with is actually from my own experience. Because, for example, we came up with the multi-blister pack because my dad take a lot of drugs, and it's hard to just sit there and sort out his meds every weekend. So we have a service where we blister pack the whole month. Like in the morning, you just tear off a pack and then just give it to, well, I give it to my dad for the morning dose. And then the evening, we just tear off a pack and give it to him for the evening. So like the stuff that we offer are from personal experience. And, you know, we want to be, we want to help you solve problems, not just, you know, put drugs in a bottle and just dispense out. So that's how the service has
to sort my father-in-law's medicine into the pill boxes.
Yes.
By the week, I do 2 weeks at a time in case I need to order something, but it's very time consuming and mind consuming.
It is.
You've got to be concentrating and making sure you're putting
Yes.
the pills in the right place and make sure you have enough on hand. It's really something. Now,
Right.
more.
Right.
Okay, I'm turning. Just a second, let me stop him. Okay, once before you mentioned that medications can deplete vitamins in seniors. Would you tell me more about that, please?
Yes. So drugs can deplete a lot of nutrients out of your body. For example, let's just say blood pressure medication, lisinopril. When you take those, it actually deplete your CoQ10, which is a vitamins that is needed so much for your heart, in your muscle. It also deplete the vitamin B complexes, and the B complexes are for energy and also for other enzymes that are needed to break down food in your body. And then another drug that's very commonly used is metformin for diabetes. When you take that, it's depleting vitamin B12 in your system. So taking it long term, it can also affect your sharpness too, because it is also needed in the brain. So yes, a lot of medication deplete our vitamins, and I am I'm very strong in supplementing or recommending vitamins, especially for seniors. This one is depleting for everybody, but senior is at a more sensitive period because our body just not as, you know, adaptable as it once was. So we have to make sure that that we have enough nutrition so for our body to work well. Because we don't have a pantry in our left cheek where the body can just go in and grab what it needs, right? So vitamin supplementation is very important.
And for those of you who haven't been up to the Alvin Senior Center, Ann has distributed vitamins also to the seniors. And I understand she even has a program for, is it free multivitamins for your customers? They can come in every month and get their vitamin.
Yeah, you're
still
right.
That?
Yes, free. I still do that. So free vitamins for our seniors, for our customers, and then also for children too. We have free vitamins for children from 12 and from I think 5 to 12.
Very good.
Wow.
That's nice.
I would like for you to tell us about what you do for self-care and relaxation. And Brenda and Audrey, I do need to step away for a minute, so I would like for you to continue. Thank you. Got it. Go ahead, Ann.
Sure,
So
sure.
good to see you.
For self-care, hi, good to see you too. For self-care, I love playing with my dogs. Um, it's just dogs are just so um heartwarming. They don't judge you, they're always happy to see you. So yes, so like my first thing is in the morning is I play with them and just get my day started. I also do yoga. Because I need that to kind of calm down in the evening from my craziness day at work. So
Mhm.
so that's how I try to manage work and life and the mind and the body. Yep. So that's
And
what I try to do.
what kind of
What
dogs do you have?
I have a corgi, and then
Mhm.
I have a chihuahua. They're
Okay.
very opposite in personality.
Yes.
Yes.
If
So
any of you
yeah.
ever get a chance to stop
Uh-huh.
by her pharmacy, it is such a nice experience to go
Oh,
in there and see all the special things that Anne does for that community.
Yes.
And I'd like to
oh, thank
personally
you.
thank her. She comes to our brain fairs, our conventions, and is always so open and so honest and kind to the people that come by her tables. So I just
Thank
wanted to say thank you so very much for everything that you do.
Yes, thank you.
thank
And
you.
my apologies for stepping away for a second. That happens with my 93-year-old here. But
That
you started to mention relaxation. Did you mention meditation to the group yet, or the meditation retreats that you participated
oh
in?
oh no, I didn't mention the retreat or meditation, but I do yoga. Yeah. I do meditation and retreat. But it's lately I haven't been very good at that. Um, but yeah, I try to do meditation every night, but I haven't been doing that. So I didn't want to bring it up. But I love the meditation retreat. I do that every year except last year.
With the pandemic?
It
Yes.
just yes.
Do you travel to other states for those retreats under normal circumstances, or are they held locally?
So no, so the retreat that I go to is actually at a Montessori, Montessori.
Monastery, yes.
Is that no, not Montessori? Sorry, at it's at a Buddhist temple. Yes, and it's in Mississippi. It's created by a Zen master called Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh. He's kind of, I guess he's kind of well known among the meditation community. But that's where I go every year, is to the temple.
Very interesting.
Very nice.
You also mentioned your yoga. Did you know that our students do Qigong twice a week?
I saw that, and I thought that was so awesome. Yes, yes,
Fun with that. Well, thank you so much
yes.
for joining us this morning. It's been wonderful to see you, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully at the Brain Conference that's coming up next
Yes.
here in
Yes,
Dallas.
yes, I'm
Bye,
looking
Ann.
forward to it. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Appreciate
Bye.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks. Thank you.